Bandai has just cancelled Battle Spirits Saga. So I thought, wow, this is the ideal time then for me to open all the starter decks and get to know this game. So in the next videos, I'll be opening this whole collection of starter decks from starter deck 1 to starter deck 6. Stay tuned. I'm dedicating this video to the green deck called Verdant Wings. We see here a bird, a serpent bird, like a South American legend. And it says, take to the field with blazing speed. Okay, so this is going to be a speedy deck. We have the deck, the playmat, and the cores that are resources for you to play the game. So let's see what is inside the Verdant Wings. Verdant Wings. By the way, when you see this video, you'll find all the other previous 4 in the channel. Now that the game was cancelled, I really want to take the opportunity to find in the market this material and add to my collection. Hopefully prices will go down. Oh, so you have a soul core, and the game also comes with a small bag here where you can find inside. Strangely enough, you have, just to show you, this bag divides into 2 other plastic bags that have 15 cores each, okay, for you to use in your gaming adventures. Then you have a typical Bandai playmats. If you play Dragon Ball or One Piece, you know how these things work. This one is work as a paper, right? Because the layout is different. You put your life here in this case, you put a burst card, there's the reserve cores, everything is played here, the permanents, and the deck, the discard pile, and also a discard zone for your cores. And then on the other side, the typical thing I was mentioning is this, the manual is here. You just need to read this to play the game. Super simple. It sounds super simple, at least from the manual. And these decks should be simple as well. Speaking of decks, so let's take a look of what's inside this deck. So besides this 6th deck, there's also a 7th deck, which is the Evangelion deck. And then the game just died, right? No more starter decks, which is strange. Why? Because I haven't played, I cannot have a reason for that. But it looks cool from the outside. So there you go. The Rooster Zodiac Emperor Gale Phoenix. Wow, what a big name for the big guy in the deck here. Costs 8, but then you can have 4 of discount if you already have 4 permanents in game with this symbol here. You see? So if you have 4 cards that have this symbol, you have this discount and only costs 4 other cores to play it. And then the big mechanic of this game is when you play these spirits, you can choose the amount of cores you want to get in any in the spirit. So they need to have at least 1 core to be alive. But if you put 3, it goes to level 2, or if you put 6, it goes to level 3. You can rearrange the cores during the game. You can go up and down. But if it gets to 0, it just dies. Okay, if he has access to 1, you will have this ability here. But this ability is only available at level 2, level 3. So this evolution kind of thing is very cool. Sounds like a Pokemon evolution thing, but you can rearrange or activate or deactivate powers. So this big card of the deck shows a little bit the strategy of the deck. So let's see. So during either attack step, when this spirit or one of your spirits with Swift destroys one of your opponent's spirits via comparing battle points, which is life here or power or whatever, select one of your opponent's spirits and exhaust it. Okay, so if the Swifts or this one go for battle, you can exhaust other, so they don't attack anymore. So you just simply lose another attack. And then when the spirit attacks, select one of your opponent's spirits and exhaust it. Okay, so this is going to exhaust lots of opponent creatures. Take to the field with blazing speed. Not feeling the speed here, I'm just feeling the exhaust. Then he also comes with the Emerald Great Bird All Deed. It's a Marabou or something. So this will be the birds deck. Birds deck. The Leaf Peak Token. Leaf Peak Token. Viscount Minoba. Another birdie. Swift here. So I haven't seen if the others had Swift. But this one, yeah, there's Swift there. Oh, could be played as Flash as well. So you could play it before declaring attack, after declaring attack. Then there's beasts as well. The explosive charger, brand boar. A boar here, 3. Then the leap wolf, another beast. 3 leap wolves. The forest squirrel porcupine, 3. Viridian Dragon Rider Groon is a carapite. Go figure what that is. I don't know. It's another carapite. Okay, so this one looks like an ant. And this one looks like some kind of beetle from the lens or something. Maybe these are like the insect creatures, the Ant-Man soldier. And then there's a Capricorn instead of a Capricorn, 3. Plants as well, the Mantangol, 4. Then we get to the Nexus. So the Nexus are the locations which you have in play, giving some effects. 3 Sacred Tree Stump City, but also the Airborne Crag. The Airborne Crag. Then the magics, they work like magic in Magic the Gathering. So these guys, it will be Savage Power. Magics are flexible. You can, this one, for example, you can use in 3 different ways. You can use it as a burst. So the burst is that location on the playmat that you put this card face down. And then there's a specific trigger that will activate this card, very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! So this case would be when opponent destroys your spirit. This triggers and does something. But you can also play this on your main phase or in flash speed. Flash speed is before declaring an attack, after declaring attacks, like instant speed. So lots of versatility here with the cards, the level 1, 2, 3, burst, not burst, flash, not flash. This one, for example, is not a burst. It's needle shot, could be only played in certain speeds. And this one is burst as well. The multiple cores. Does something when opponent resolves a spirit when summoned effect. So you just keep it there, and then, oh, does that have a when summoned effect? And trigger, and exhaust the spirit. That's it. Cool. Yeah. No more, nothing to add here because I haven't tried. But anyway, this was Verdant Vines. I hope you've liked this video to the point that you hit that like button and consider subscribing. Especially because I will create a playlist. I don't have yet at the time I'm recording this, but I will create a playlist similar to the other card games that I have in the channel, just for this content. And then I have playlists and content for all other major card games out there, as well as board games. And I'm recently launched a new type of content which I call the Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people, knowing their stories, their profiles, their projects, while playing board games online with them. So I like a podcast. So I definitely think you'll find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.